Please address canceling vehicle registration and private ownership of a vehicle via having MCO or MSO versus title issued by a state. I don't address the first half of that. What I would suggest if you're going to go after title, and I've done this a few times to show people, I have, you're going to have to go and pay cash. There are people that are getting the MSOs. There are people that are getting the MSOs. On registering it with the DMV, don't know. I would have to do an administrative process to produce something for that effect. I don't want to take up that fight necessarily because it's a stupid fight for me. Paying a registration fee to have a tag so I don't get pulled over, so I don't get the risk. And have these plates with flags that don't exist in law. The civil union flag does not exist anywhere in law. That basically puts you on as a target to every cop. Why do all that? Now, do I have a MSO? Yes. Manufacturer statement of origin from Honda. Have I ever registered this non-motor vehicle? Never. Will I ever give up that title? No. Do I ride that all the time? Not all the time, but it's a motorcycle. I love riding motorcycles. And I just leave the dealership stickers on the back end, and I don't worry about it. I carry a copy of that. I carry in license, and I have a motorcycle license as well, and I carry insurance. And so, but they're properly contracted. And I'm not fighting. Look, we're not doing this to get out of tickets. We're not doing this to spend 20 hours on stupid menial stuff. I'm a regular Joe six-pack American, just like you and anybody else. I'm not going to go to the woods for 2 years, build my hut, have my hair grow long, have my leg hair, my underarm hair, and my beard and my neck hair, and have a driver's license burning party. That's not what I'm doing. To be as wise as a serpent, soft as a dove, to be smarter than them, to play their game against them. That's what I'm doing. And that's what thousands of people are doing across this nation right now through this ministry. It's not something we're not picking up the fight on a ticket. I'm not going to pick up the fight on a vehicle, especially one that I registered 25 years ago. Who cares? If you're so worried about jurisdiction on a vehicle and you don't want to do the MSO, I do have somebody, they charge $500. They can get you your MSO, but as a matter of what to do with the MSO, like, why do you want to drive around without tags? I wouldn't. I don't want to take that risk with a girl or a kid or somebody in the truck with me or car with me. I wouldn't want to do that. I'd rather, yeah, sure, have the MSO, but why not even better? This is what we do. We give you a name and a phone number of a guy that holds a mailbox in South Dakota. You can have your vehicle registered in South Dakota, so you have foreign plates. They can't take the vehicle from you locally and store it or keep it because it's not in their state's name. Now, they might try to do something like that if you ever did something wrong, but the jurisdiction now is owned by the foundation and not by you. So they, again, doubly do not have jurisdiction over that motor vehicle. At best, you say, I just travel in this vehicle periodically for whatever reason, if you were for whatever reason ever arrested. But we can't control every law enforcement officer. As we know, many, many, many law enforcement officers are really bad at knowing the law. They think that they can perform functions of made up law. We get this. So why do we want to play around with those guys? In a few years, we might have to. In a few years, we might have to be bringing lawsuits every other day. In a few years, it might be a very different thing. But today, it's easy street. I don't play the games. I just win the games if they ever are played against me. So I don't care the perception of who owns my vehicle. He owns everything. I already got all my vehicles registered under him, under foundations that are private. Why? And I'm insured on those vehicles registered under him, which are private foundations. I don't own anything. Okay, so why would I want to play a game to bring it in to get an MSO when I can prove jurisdiction of that vehicle is in another state, and when I can prove that jurisdiction is not even in my name, you better return it quick before they come after you, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? That's where the power comes in. You've taken the power of jurisdiction over the artificial person off the table. You've taken the power for them to be able to keep that vehicle off the table. And yeah, an MSO might do that, but not on a previously registered vehicle. I don't know of anybody that's getting a vehicle unregistered from a state and remove the VIN from their numbers. I don't know of anybody that's done that. Maybe if you find somebody, let me know. But there's an answer for you. I hope it helped.